Yassas, hello, I'm Alkistis, and I'd like to welcome you to the Hellenic Wellness Movement.
So we're back at the Temple of Poseidon here at Sunio, again with Donald Robertson, enjoying a beautiful view. Also with our friend Lynn, who's come from England. Lynn, there she is. And yeah, how do you feel when you're up here at the Temple of Poseidon? Let's take it this way. How do you feel about being up here?
Well, it's a pretty inspiring view.
Yeah.
It's like the view from above or something. We've
The
got a
view
nice
from
of the
above,
landscape.
true.
And it's a very ancient temple of Poseidon.
Poseidon, the god of the sea. Poseidon is quite an emotional god because he changes. He has wrath and then he has calm.
And he caused a lot of problems for Odysseus.
Sailors and Odysseus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greek gods have that. They kind of get personal. If you don't offer your
Get on the wrong side
sacrifice, you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But then slowly the gods became more gentle, like the god Apollo. He's the later gods. Like in Christianity, Christianity started out an eye for an eye and moved towards love, a loving religion, a loving God, because before their God was a punishing type of God, I've noticed. And I also noticed that with the Greek gods, in the beginning you have, you know, the sons killing the fathers and the war of the Titans and this kind of war clash. And then everything smooths out, becomes a little idyllic with muses and with music and love stories, and God smoothed out. They chilled out. And I think it has to do with civilization. The more civilized we become, the more we want a more just society, a more harmonious, civilized life, where, you know, the women also have more rights, the children have more rights. It's just a more just society. So, and the religion reflects that then.
Mm-hmm. We get the gods we deserve.
We get the gods we do. God's created in our own image.
Which is what?
True. Let's move along. Yeah. And what about the god of the Stoics?
Mm-hmm.
Can you say a few words about that?
Yeah. He's not really in our image actually, because he's more of a philosopher's god.
A philosopher's god.
Than a mythological god, the Zeus, because he's a pantheistic god.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have arms and legs.
Yeah.
Like the whole.
He's not anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphic. He's non-anthropomorphic.
Yeah. Would they call their god the Logos?
They call him the Logos.
Logic, like the reason. Like even the Christians, they say in the beginning was the word, was the Logos. The real original word was Logos.
And that,
in the beginning was the Logos, meaning that everything has been created according to some sort of divine plan. There's a reason behind everything.
Gospel of John, is it?
Yeah.
And that sounds Stoic. Many people have observed
Yeah.
that. And Heraclitus uses this term as well. And some people think the early Christians were influenced by the Stoics. And the Stoics actually, and Epicureans, have a bit part, a cameo or whatever in the New Testament. In the Acts of the Apostles, St. Paul goes to Athens and he talks to some Stoic and Epicurean philosophers.
Like you are here talking and teaching to us.
And and so he has a bit of a debate with them about the Christian God.
Uh-huh.
So these people spoke to one another and influenced one another, and he actually quotes a piece of Stoic poetry to them from a guy called Aratus, who was a student of Zeno, the founder of Stoicism.
Uh-huh.
So St. Paul had read Stoic inflected poetry
Yeah.
and knew it well enough to quote it to a bunch
Uh-huh.
of Stoic philosophers. So these different schools, I thought, probably influenced each other. And some of the early church fathers we know had also originally studied Stoicism. So Stoicism had its legacy. It fizzled out eventually, but maybe left its imprint
Left the
on
imprint.
Christianity.
Especially the four cardinal values of the Greek philosophy, the courage, temperance, wisdom, and justice.
Justice. Don't forget about justice.
Justitia. Justitia. Justice. So yeah, definitely, and even Neoplatonism, but I don't want to get into details about that, but Plato left a big effect on the Stoics. Let's have a beautiful view again here underneath Poseidon's temple. There's something so grand about this place. You feel like flying off, isn't it? So if you enjoyed today's video about Stoicism, go ahead and write your comments below. Also, share the video with friends who you think could benefit from Stoicism.